Good morning, boys and girls. So yesterday we talked about mass and volume, and today we're going to talk about converting units of mass and volume. So this should be quite easy because it's very similar to converting units of length, like very similar to what we did with when we were converting units of length. So because all of these units are in groupings of 10, so it's going to be 10, 100, 1,000, something like that. It's going to be pretty easy, lots of zeros. So a quick little reminder. And of course, you can always go back and, look at the assignment you did yesterday. It also has these listed. You can look at the video yesterday. If you happen to take notes on my video, you can look at your notes. You can check your units reference sheet online. They should be updated with those as well. So you can always find these if you need them for your assignment. Okay. So for mass, we have 1 gram. So grams are the main unit. So every gram can be broken down into 1,000 milligrams, or it takes 1,000 milligrams to equal 1 gram. And also if you have 1,000 grams, that adds up to 1 kilogram. So kilo meaning 1,000. And that's for mass. That's how heavy something is, how much stuff is in an item or an object. So volume, the main unit here is liters. And remember, we have a capital L there. And so every liter is made up of 1,000 milliliters. And if you have 1,000 liters, that adds up to 1 kiloliter. Okay. And remember, so ml, milli means thousandth of, so 1,000 of these fit into 1 unit. And then kilo meaning 1,000 times, basically. So 1,000 liters, 1,000 grams. So kilogram, kiloliter. All right, so we're going to practice this. And of course, I have my handy dandy little chart here. If we're going from a small unit, we're going to divide. If we're going to a large unit to a small unit, we're multiplying. We're going to start off here with this is a kilogram. So this is a large unit to a smaller unit, which is a gram. So I'm going to multiply. So times. So because there is 1,000 grams in every kilogram, times 1,000. And so 4 times 1 is 4. So 4 times 1,000 would be 4,000. So 4,000 grams. Easy peasy. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. So now we are going from grams, the smaller unit, to the larger unit, kilograms. And so remember, small unit to large unit, we divide. What do we divide by? Well, because there is 1,000 grams for every kilogram, we're going to divide by 1,000. You might be saying, Ms. Perkins, we don't divide by 1,000. Well, we've got zeros here, so it makes it a little bit easier. So 9 divided by 1 is going to be 9. So 9,000 divided by 1,000 is also going to be 9. So 9 kilograms. All right, next one. 14 grams to milligrams. So we're going from a big unit to a small unit. So we're dividing. Sorry, I said that wrong. Big unit to a smaller unit. So we're multiplying. Whoops. So we're going to be multiplying in this case because there's 1,000 in each gram. So times 1,000. So 1 times 14 would be 14. So 14 times 1,000 would be 14,000. So 14,000 milligrams. Let's do one more. Oh, I did not put the unit there. That might help. There we go. Milligrams. So we're going from milligrams to grams, so a small unit to a large unit. So we are dividing. Okay. So 27,000 divided by 1,000, well, that's going to be 27 grams. Okay, moving on. We're going to go ahead and, so that's our mass. We've practiced a little bit of that. So let's look at our liters. our units of volume. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this just so that we don't get distracted by it. Okay, so now we're looking at units of volume. So we've got 5 liters. Liters are big, and we're going to small. We're going to milliliters, so we're multiplying. For every liter, we have 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so then 5 times 1,000 would be 5,000 milliliters. Okay, and then we're basically doing the opposite here. So we're going from a small unit to a big unit. So we are dividing, but we're dividing by the same amount, dividing by 1,000. So 8 divided by 1 is going to be 8. So 8,000 divided by 1,000 is also going to be 8. Okay, so now we have 22 liters. So we're going from a large unit to a small unit, so we're multiplying. And because there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter, it's going to be times 1,000. So 22 times 1 would be 22. So 22 times 1,000 is going to be 22,000. Okay, and last but not least, we've got 35,000 milliliters. Milliliters are small, so we're going a small unit to a larger unit, so we're dividing. And because it's milliliters, and we know there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter, it's divided by 1,000. So 35 divided by 1 is going to be 35. So 35,000 divided by 1,000 is also going to be 35. So 35 liters. All right, so we've had a chance to practice. You're going to look in your your assignment. Attached will be something for you to practice these skills. Give it a shot. Are you allowed to check your work on a calculator? I am fine with that. Totally fine. I would like you to try to do the math on your own first, but I'm always fine with you checking with a calculator. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. Next week, we're going to be moving on to some mixed units of conversion. So we might have like feet and inches. We might have meters and centimeters, all that good stuff. So this is a good week for you to practice on all of these units and getting really accustomed to them. And then we're going to be moving on next week to some more types of converting. So we'll catch you next week. Have a good one. And of course, reach out if you have any questions. Bye-bye.